everyone! Before we get into today's audio, I want to remind you all to like and subscribe. It really helps me push me on the algorithm and it motivates me to keep going. If you'd like to support me in other ways, I intend to open a channel membership sometime in August, but until then, and even after then if you'd like, you can subscribe to my Twitch. I recently hit partner and I want to continue to grow, so if you like my voice, even just by itself, consider swinging by. Anyway, enjoy the audio. Hello? Do you need any help? Whoa! Well, that was fast. Now, hold your horses before you go on with showering me with thank yous. Although that is very sweet of you. Let's see if I can actually help you out here. What seems to exactly be the problem? Wow. You're lucky you weren't on the highway when this happened. Or a busy road. Actually, maybe not, since here there was basically no one around for miles to help you. It's a good thing that I decided to take this course tonight. You see, this road doesn't see a lot of traffic. I bet we're the only two people this past week that took this route. Okay. Well, let's go and pop open your hood and see if I can maybe jumpstart your car. If you're correct that the battery's the problem, that is. Let me just get my battery tester out. Now, I don't know if anyone has told you this, because, you look pretty young, but whenever you need to connect wires to the battery for whatever reason, make sure you blow the area above the battery like this. See? The reason you should do this is because hydrogen gas can accumulate above the battery. And if a spark occurs, well, let's just say your face is going to be in the front row seat of an early, unscheduled fireworks show. Oh, sweetie, it's nothing. Anything to help someone out. Anyways, enough of the fun tips and facts. Let's see what the charge of the battery is. Wow! Okay, so bad news. Your battery is completely dead. Not like that it needs some extra juice or a quick shock, like it's completely and utterly dead. What does this mean? Well, it means I can't jumpstart your car, sugar. Have you ever done or processed that before? Yes? Okay, good. You probably already know this, but the thing with jumpstarting is that the battery needs to have some charge left inside, as essentially what you're doing is just giving it a little boost so that it can turn on the engine, in which the engine begins producing electricity, which travels back to the battery and begins recharging it. I think in your case, something might be wrong with the car's alternating system, considering how you ran out driving, which doesn't make any sense normally. Well, we can figure out the issue later. Do you have anyone you can call to pick you up? Wait, your phone's dead? Oh, you poor thing. How long have you been out here? I don't know what you did, but you must have made whatever is out there mighty mad, considering all the misfortune that you've been experiencing lately. I mean, first you woke up late, so you had to rush to your car, forgetting to bring a snack or your charger, then driving until 10 p.m., in which your car decides to go kaput, and then you have to wait like 2 or 3 whole hours alone in the pitch black because your phone had died earlier. Sugar,
if one more bad thing happens to you, you should probably buy a lottery ticket as you're currently in bad luck debt. Don't worry, sweetie. We all have our bad days. Tell you what, when you finally find a place where you can rest your head on a pillow, no matter the quality, it's going to feel like the softest and nicest thing to ever be made. It's going to be the best sleep you will probably ever have. But for now, we gotta solve your little problem first. Let me try and get my phone. Damn, there's zero service out here. I mean, I guess it makes sense considering we're in the heart of the country, but even then, there's usually at least a sliver of a connection. What are we gonna do? Oh, honey, surely you don't expect me to just drive on off seeing somebody in need. And especially when you've been so nice as well. Most of the people who I pull over for are just so rude and demanding. I don't need any help, they say as they pour water into the oil filter. And meanwhile, those that do accept then proceed to drive off without a single word of gratitude after I'm done dealing with them. Or I guess I should say helping them. So don't beat yourself up so much, okay? You've been so kind and nice to me the entire time. Trust me when I say that karma will surely give you a deserved reward in the future. So here's what we're going to do. You can hop onto my van as shotgun, and then I can drive you over to the nearest town where you can call or do whatever you need. Unfortunately, because we're in the country, the closest town is going to be like more than a few hours away. Oh no, honey, it won't be a bother. You're welcome. Also, I have some spare water as well, and I bet that standing out here for so long has clearly raised your thirst. After you, sugar. All settled? All right, and we're off. Here you go, darling. Have some water. So, if it's not a bit much, where exactly are you heading to? You were heading to visit your grandparents? Aw, that's so sweet of you. I mean, I already knew that you're sweet and kind affectionate. Just like the first few minutes of meeting you, but it's always nice to learn to what extent. It's okay. You don't have to hide your blush by looking away. You're cute. Anyways, so how far away are your grandparents exactly? I mean, from where I picked you up? Really? Damn, that's far away. 3 more whole hours of driving until you reach them. Well, you're sure one heck of a devoted grandson, I'll give you that, sugar. My grandparents have already gone off, but they left with a huge inheritance, as well as a large stake in a land way out deep in the country. What, dear? You think this is the deep country? Oh, honey, you ain't seen nothing yet. At least with here, even though there are a few buildings and fields of wheat, at least you're surrounded by some level of civilization. Up from where I come from, you'd be lucky to even see an abandoned shed after walking 10 miles. Judging by your knowledge and actions, you're from the city? Suburbs? Same thing. Just another place where you have to constantly deal with the annoyances and loud mouths of society. It's safe to say that the majority of people whom I mentioned before were probably from what you call the big city. But, I mean, the city can't corrupt everyone. Looking at you. Any specific reason you're gonna see them? And just like that, you keep exceeding my expectations of you, my dear. You were willing to drive all this way just so you could give them some of their favorite fruits that could only be found around your area? Let me tell you, your future wife will be certainly in good hands. You know what? I'm just gonna say that without a doubt, you are the sweetest little thing I have ever seen. It makes what happened to you even more unfortunate. How could whatever is out there screw with someone like you? You wanna know more about me? Well, like I said earlier, I have a huge plot of land in the middle of the country, and that's where I live. However, I have a lot of friends all around and live in similar areas, and so whenever they need help in hand, I'll always be available. It's actually where I was going before I found you. And before you begin apologizing for allegedly wasting my time, don't, because you have nothing to apologize for. In fact, I'm glad I found you. Huh? Oh my, how adorable. Well, yes, most country types prefer to use trucks instead of vans. The favor I was called in for was about helping them move some barn animals to another location. I have cages in the back in case you didn't notice, but it's alright considering how tired you look. Back to the story on why I'm using a van, though. I just don't feel like having caged animals in the back of the truck is that safe. When I used to hop along for my grandfather's jobs, whenever we would have animals in the back and go over a bump, I would get massive anxiety on if they'd, fall out or something. I just prefer using a van. I'm sorry for talking for so long. I personally think that it's one of my problems and why I can't get a date. You should probably rest your eyes now that you feel safe and it's going to be a long drive. I'll wake you up whenever something happens. Hey, darling. Sorry if I woke you up. My car's HUD is alerting me something's wrong. I'm gonna pull over and see if I can figure out whatever it is. I actually don't think anything's wrong, as the warning system has been getting pretty old now. So most likely it's a false alarm. Still, you should always check in case it isn't. Sorry about the inconvenience, hon. Get out. You heard me. Get out now. Get up. I swear if you don't get up, I'm going to shoot you in the leg. Be a good little boy and get up. Now stand still, darling. I have to go and open both the van door and cage so that I can put you in it. Scream all you want, love. But with the few miles that we traveled, we're gone from rural farmlands to straight up wild territory. Back there, I probably still could have done what I'm going to do right now, but I had to make sure that there was absolutely no one around to intervene, even if it was only a slim chance. Your wiggling might end up waking someone up in a distant farmer's house, but here, why, there is absolutely no one here that can save you. Now, before I put you in there, I need you to take this pill. Don't worry, it's only a sleeping drug, nothing less. Will you be a good little thing and take it willingly? No? Alright, sweetie, let me just holster my revolver and use my free hand to shove the drug in. Now that that's taken care of, it should begin to take effect in a couple of minutes. Now let me just grab you and... Seeing your face full of tears and your little soft whimpers almost makes me feel bad for doing all this. But I know that in my heart that this is the right thing to do. If it's any sort of comfort, there's literally nothing you could have done to get out. I've handled many animals way more rowdy and gigantic than my cute, petite, little sweet honey bunny. Now that's right. I get to call you a bunny. You're gonna be my adorable Weedle rabbit from now on. After all, every country girl wants to have a fluffy little bunny. I mean, okay, sure. Technically, you're going to be my mate, but I'm going to just enjoy calling you what you practically are. You're literally just as soft and kind as one. Now it's going to be a long drive, which is why I gave you that medicine, so we should probably get going. But before I start, I'll bring attention to the blankets and sheets I put in the cage, so just when you go to sleep, you won't be lying on a freezing metal. Don't worry, every few hours I'll pull over to check on you. For now, sleep. Hmm? Oh, is my cute little boy waking up? Okay, darling, let me put away my book. How are you feeling? I know it's your natural instincts, but I just gotta tell you that you aren't gonna be able to break free from your restraints. I know you must be freaking out right now, filling your head with questions like, why is this happening to me? Where am I? Help! Well, darling, don't worry, because I'm going to answer them all. First off, this is happening because for a very long time I've been wanting you. Not simply by only having you for a few dates or something meek like that. No, I want to own you. Owning you is the only way I know for a fact I'll have you all to myself. If I were to have you traditionally, you'll only be continued to be taken advantage of or worse, stolen away from me. I know that you aren't aware of this, but literally everyone you know only sees you as that outside kid who does whatever you tell them to. Friends? What friends? The few that you do have are in name only. You know for a fact that they won't come and be there for you when you seriously need them. Your family? They constantly order you around and then hurt you if you don't meet their expectations. It's why you're willing to risk such arduous journeys to see your grandparents. I know you don't think this way, but it's only because your heart's extremely pure. It's causing you to be so innocent and naive. Just like a cute little bunny. I actually first found you when you were at a gas stop while traveling to see your grandparents. At the time, I had simply just finished helping a friend with their farm work and was heading back. The way you spoke and excessively said thank you to the cashier inside already caught my attention. Witnessing you pick up litter and trash, not on your own, and throwing them away made me intrigued. It's rare to see something like that today. And so I followed you to your grandparents, and then back to your previous home. And for the next few weeks, I slept in my car as I watched your daily routine and saw how you mistreated you were. And yet, even then, you still did everything you could to make the community that hates you into a better place. It was there and then when I had made up my mind and that I was going to take you away from that horrible place. So I traveled all the way back here and began preparing for your capture. I placed cameras around your neighborhood to keep an eye on you to avoid any unknown variables. But I knew all the key elements I would need for my plan to work. I knew that your battery was dying and how your car refusing to turn on was the beginning to exponentially become more common. After consulting with manuals and books, I calculated the probable time remaining before the battery gave out while driving, as well as the time in between each visit to your grandparents. The plan was for your car to die while on the empty country road, in which I would swoop you in and take you. I was only off by a few minutes and miles, but that was honestly my biggest gamble, but I figured that the universe itself would help me save you. You forgetting your charger and your phone dying makes it seem like I was right. Now, second, you're in my little corner of the earth, far away from anyone or anything that could possibly save you. In fact, we're not even in the same state or province. Took me a whole day to get you here, out in the deep country. So even if you were to somehow run off and escape this house, you won't find anyone for help. And then I will find you. Now, dear. No need to cause such a fuss. Speaking of help, third, I will do everything it takes to keep my adorable little bunny here with me. I'm perfectly willing to discipline you, however I see fit. I'll begin with punishments that don't really hurt, but as you continue to disobey and keep pathetically failing your escape attempts, well, my petite love, it is really only the heart I so cherish about you. I mean, I'm not going to kill you. I could never do such a cruel thing to someone as kind as you are. But I could amputate your legs, maybe pull all your teeth so you can't eat without me, rip off each and every adorable finger of yours so that I can make myself a necklace. So if you want to stay in one piece, cooperation is your only way. Besides, it won't be so bad. Be good and I'll cook you the best homestead lifestyle can make. I'll make sure that you're never ever lonely again and feed you all the love that I can give. Is my little sweetie getting tired? Let me gently coo you back to sleep. The drugs I've been injecting you with while I was taking you home is still in your system. You should be fine come tomorrow morning. Until then, let me hold your hand and kiss your forehead as you doze off. I love you, sugar.